AEW Revolution, an amazing pay-per-view with 8K cameras, false finishes, and a lot of broken hearts. Today we're going to be talking about AEW Revolutions, my predictions, how I felt about the match. We're not really going to do play-by-plays because this video would take forever and it's the middle of the night and I'm just trying to get this to you as quick as possible. Let's go to 0 hour. Let's start with AJ and the Big Boom versus the Infantry. What did you think was going to happen? It's AJ, Big Boom, and the Rizzler. Went ahead, did his moves, so did AJ. I'm so happy for this match. Every time they're on 0 hour, it's purely entertaining and I love it. Next up, Willow and Lena went at it. Great match. What can I say? I knew Willow was going to go ahead and take it. What I did not expect was Megan Bayne beating her ass at the end, but it's going to come into play later on. Next, we have the 21-man Battle Royale with Ricochet's belt on the line. This one, I had a feeling Jack Perry was going to win, but I'm not too sure. There was 21 entrants, anybody could win. So I was really excited once Jack Perry came out and, Luchasaurus was on the bus riding. Really cool entrance, man. They really did a phenomenal job with production on this pay-per-view. This match was before the pay-per-view even started. Well, technically, it kind of bled into the pay-per-view, but it was great. The Final Four was amazing. They did a lot of people justice. I feel like you got a lot of good screen time with people that represent AEW well. The match was phenomenal, and it was a phenomenal way to start AEW Revolution. Congratulations, Jack Perry. I'm extremely happy about him winning the belt. I think it was time to take it off Ricochet and give us a new bloodline. But we got a new champ, baby. The Young Bucks versus FTR. This was a crazy match for so many reasons. The Young Bucks in 2026 have become arguably my favorite wrestlers to watch just because they give me that feeling again every time I see them. I mean, you saw my last video. You saw how I reacted to Super Kick Party. We're in there. So watching this match, I was a little bit nervous, but I had a very, very confident stance that the Young Bucks were going to take the win. The Young Bucks went ahead, pulled out all the stops, pulled their entire family out, their kids. It was a very touching moment. I literally thought in this match they were going to win, and Matt was kind of the MVP of this match, not Nick. Nick kind of took the blade and was awesome. He was just taking bumps like crazy. Shout out Nick. The brothers really blow my mind when it comes to wrestling, and I enjoy watching them wrestle. That's never gonna change. The match ended with FTR going on top. What? It was crazy. That is the tone of every match for AEW Revolution. Every match is fucking crazy. I think what's even crazier is the next setup after this was that Adam Copeland was back for his revenge with his brother Christian. It set up a very phenomenal scene for the tag team belts. We got FTR holding them. You want these boys off it. Oh, timeout. We need to talk about Stokely. Stokely is the funniest man alive. Stokely was the funniest thing in this match. Seeing him walk finally and getting what he deserves, the shit was awesome. I'm happy that Adam's back. I'm happy that Christian's back. The tag team division looks like it's on fire now. We might get a potential Young Bucks versus Christian and Cope, and that is something that's going to be crazy to see. I don't know how to feel about it, but we might have it. We might have it. Thanks, Tony. Next was the Toni Storm and Marina Shafir match, and to be honest with you, that match was another great match. Honestly, I think the biggest thing that's going to come out of it was that Ronda Rousey? So yeah, Ronda Rousey is in AEW now. Marina Shafir, I feel like it'll fit. I don't know. There's a lot of people with different opinions about it. Me personally, fitting in with the Death Riders, I don't know. For me personally, the segment that closed off with them and leading into the Death Riders theme song, I think that was sick. So, shoot me. We're getting to Takeshita versus Mox for the Continental Belt. And no ringside interference. I didn't know what to expect. I kind of felt that in my predictions, what I said was that I think it was going to be a face turn, but Mox was most likely going to keep the belt. I was right about that, at least. The match itself was phenomenal. There was kickouts, a lot of finishes. The entire pay-per-view, like I said, had a lot of false finishes for every match, so it was crazy to see who was going to get theirs. Takeshita and Mox really had this match felt like down the middle. We didn't know what was going to happen. Finally, when Mox locked it in, and won. Didn't know what to expect, but honestly, I was happy that Takeshita didn't have to win dirty, and I was happy Don Callis' family was not involved, and I was happy with him actually having a face turn, because he did, shake Moxley's hand. Our boy, Will Ospreay, is back, baby. Oh my god. This is insane. Will Ospreay is about to put the fire in AEW that it's needed for a little bit. He just adds more to the locker room. The dude is explosive, phenomenal. The fans love him. He took out the entire Death Riders by himself. That man is a monster, and I am so excited how they hyped him up. I'm happy he's back. Welcome back, bro. Then we get to the Babes of Wrath versus Megan Bayne and Lena. Lena and Meg end up winning this because of the intervention they had in the beginning of 0 Hours. So I kind of saw how this was going to play out. I think it's good. I think Meg really needs something to make her feel like she's actually the Megasis, because for a minute she was just taking L's to these girls. So now we can see how hard it is to get the belt. But moving on. Brody versus Swerve. Two sickos fighting each other. What more can you want? AEW really wanted every match to feel like a main event. And if I keep saying this for every segment, I'm so sorry. It's just, I'm fresh out of this thing. I feel like everything just was so stressful in these matches, and stressful in a good way. It felt like the build up for every match really had an unpredictable nature to it. Tony's booking felt out of pocket this year. I don't know why he's doing it like this, but he did it. But I think that's what keeps us entertained, is because it's very out of the box and it's very different. I kind of had the idea that Swerve was going to win this, but I just wasn't sure how violent things were going to take place. You know, Swerve ended up getting the victory, wanted to take care of Brody. Then came my favorite moment. Kenny Omega! He's back. He's back, guys. He's back. The dude is back. Kenny's back. He's back for blood, Swerve. He's coming for you. We should have never doubted my boy. The dude was in Japan playing Capcom, and the dude ended up in AEW Revolution. I see you with that private jet, Kenny. I see with that private jet. I think we're starting a new storyline for the heavyweight championship, and I think Kenny is a part of that. Kenny is in there. I think Kenny is the good guy to prevail through this. I think this year is Kenny's year. I hope, man. I think Kenny is going to be back in the main event scene, front and center. And let me just knock on wood. I think Kenny is in there, and I'm excited. We also have Jet Speed and Mystico going against the Don Callis family in a match that I really thought the Don Callis family had. And whoa, we got two surprises in this match. One, Jet Speed won with Mystico, and two, Mystico is all elite now. What do you mean? Is he leaving CMLL? I mean, he's probably gonna do the same thing Persephone's doing, right? But Mystico in AEW? I mean, he's practically there already, but now that's his home. I'm excited. I am actually excited for Mystico to be a part of AEW. Welcome to the family. We got Bandito versus Andrade. Both are very strong in their values, and it bleeds through in the match. Bandito really wanted to show people he was a superhero to root for. And Andrade was that chill dude that was just the bully that just wanted to win just because he's cocky. It was a great match. It was so written perfectly, and I think Andrade winning was the best call for the situation, unfortunately. Did I want Bandito to win? Of course, yeah. I love Bandito, but if you're gonna take the belt off the Trios champ, you gotta get the belt back. You know, you gotta give family some sort of relevance. My God, yeah, what a great match. I want to see more of Bandito and Andrade. I need to see more of that. Give me round 2 immediately. Next was kind of crazier. Roderick Strong, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy versus the War Dogs. Now, War Dogs just got signed, so I thought they had this in the bag, really. They were kicking ass the entire match. They were doing shit to Darby Allin that, you know, the fans were chanting, please save Darby, please save Darby. Roderick Strong, bro, it's 2026. If you're not on the Roderick Strong train yet, what are you doing, my man? The man is phenomenal. Great wrestler, great talent, great wife. Did I say that out loud? Holy shit. The man is awesome, and he did amazing in this match. Orange always does great in the match, can't complain. Darby, he did some spots in this match, felt a little safer. Still some craziness happened. Gabe Kidd is goofy as hell. He definitely hit himself in the head with the skateboard, and that made me laugh. Overall, I had a good time watching this match. It was entertaining, it was fun, definitely kept me on the edge, and yeah, the conglomeration won with Darby Allin. They beat the War Dogs, so I'm wrong again, which is crazy. I don't know how the War Dogs come back from this. I guess there's a coffin match with Darby and Gabe on Wednesday, which good luck, goofball. And then now finally for our main event, Hangman versus MJF. Ooh, wow. This was, in my opinion, 3 different matches. An Iron Man match, a Texas Death match, an I Quit match. It felt like everything that you could ever want in the most brutal match possible. It was 2 guys I really didn't know who could come out on top. I love Hangman Adam Page. His run has been phenomenal. We've been vocal about it in this channel. I'd make an entire video about cowboy shit, you know? I love him. MJF, I have my own opinions about him. I'm not the best fan of MJF. Personally, the entire match he was running away, getting his butt kicked, and it kind of had me scared because usually in that sort of situation, you want to see some sort of competition to feel like your hero is, you know, gonna win something insurmountable. Man, it was just strong with my gut. The match just felt very odd. It was a very weird paced match where Hangman was winning most of the time, then, you know, MJF gets in, and there was a lot of crazy spots. Glass spots, table spots, chair spots, barbed wire spots, spots where he put stuff in his mouth. Like, they brought everything everything out to the table, I really enjoyed it. It's one of these matches that I feel like Hangman just has a collection of matches that you really can't just forget about. The man is constantly just stepping the bar up. Whether it's more brutal or more theatric, the dude just figures out a way to keep you entertained, and I love it. Both him and MJF, let's give them both their credit. Do I feel disappointed in the match ending? Yeah, personally, just me. I don't think this has anything to do with how it went down. I felt like, man, Hangman should have won. I don't know. I guess I realize, I get why MJF winning brings attention, right? Having Hangman never challenge for the belt again is very strong. I don't know how to feel about that. I just don't know how to feel about it. It sucks. It hurts. I mean, honestly, I'm sad as a fan. He had one of the coolest runs ever. You know, he's honestly like the mental health superhero. So shout out Hangman, and I think this is going to lead to a character arc where the belt doesn't make the man makes the belt. And I think Hangman is going to be our people's champ, which, you know, we're not really going to like. But I don't know, maybe they'll figure something out story-wise. Wrestling is goofy. We got to remember that. Like, we can't take everything as absolute. It's goofy, it's stupid. Things can change on the dime. So overall, I think AEW Revolution was probably one of the biggest events in 2026 so far. I mean, that's kind of funny because we just started. I think, honestly, mark this down, it'll be better than the WrestleMania hype we're going to hear soon. I just appreciate Tony and AEW for putting on one of the best shows out there. I think that I want to keep this video as short as possible so I can get it to you guys. Abe, you're my biggest fan. Peace out.